Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my sweat-proof summer makeup tutorial. This is also great for weddings and things like that. I did do like the eyeshadow look and stuff just because I thought it was fun and it was something that you could use for going to a wedding and stuff. If you are going to be in the heat this summer, then you will definitely want to watch this. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and also follow me on my Instagram. It is Emily_Freybler, and also my Snapchat because I'm very active on those platforms as well. Let's just get started with this tutorial, guys. Hello, this is my second time filming this because I ruined the last look when I was doing my contour. We are going to start this really long lasting sweat-proof makeup with the Wet n Wild setting spray. So you're probably thinking, weird that she's using a setting spray before her makeup. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. If you think about it, the lasting power of a setting spray will do the same thing when you put it on before your makeup. The whole way that it sets your makeup and makes it last longer will actually make it last longer when you put it on first. So we're gonna let this dry completely. If you don't let it dry completely, your makeup will break up on top of it because it's wet. So wait till it dries completely. We're gonna use the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. This is a great mattifying primer. So I'm just putting this on my T-zone. I'm an oily skin girl in my T-zone. When you are doing a long wear makeup look for things that say like 12-hour wear. It says it on the bottom of this. It says 12-hour wear. Same with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation that we're going to be using. It has 24-hour wear is what it says. I've never worn this foundation for 24 hours because I've never stayed awake for 24 hours. Well, I have like once, but I'm not gonna try it. I have a shade darker than I probably should for this foundation. I have 105. I probably should have 104 for how my skin tone is right now. But we're going to work with it and it matches. It'll work once we put on concealer and everything like that. And I drag it down my neck. So, you know, it's a little dark, but it'll be good. We make it work. I made it work last time when I did this already. So now we can move on to concealer. I'm using an oldie but goodie. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I love this concealer so much. We're going to use this for obviously concealing, but also highlighting the under eyes and other areas of the face so that our foundation looks better and matches better. These are the areas of the face that we want to bring forward. Now that I look absolutely insane, let's blend everything together. Another product that I know helps my makeup last longer is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I love using it for baking when I want to achieve a very long wearing look when it is hot outside. So I took the sifter out and I just placed my sponge in the jar. I just was getting creases out from my under eyes and things like that. And I just place it in there and I stamp it below my eye. You guys see me do this when I don't bake, and that is when I just get less product on my sponge basically. So what I do is bake the areas that I get oily. So like by my cheeks area, my nose, my chin, of course. My smile lines, if you get smile lines throughout the day, go like this. And bake right there to help with the creasing and also on my forehead. This is just going to help the oils not come through and make everything lock into place for a long time. So then we're going to take the e.l.f. Kabuki brush and just get a little bit of product on our brush and go everywhere else that we put down foundation. I'm going to let the other powder sit for a little while, but I am going to dust off the parts by my eyes because those get dry pretty easily. So I'm just going to dust that off so I don't have crepey under eyes or anything like that. So now I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. You could cream bronze your face beforehand if you have a problem with your bronzer falling off, or not falling off. It's not like it's going to fall off and crack. But like wearing off or being patchy and things like that, a cream product underneath would really help with that, but I never really have that, especially with the Hoola bronzer. It's a great bronzer that doesn't separate or anything. I also think powders help, you know, absorb the oils and things like that, so I don't mind using them in this situation, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to bronze the face like I usually do. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Now it's time to dust everything away. This is the Morphe M438. I was using the M527 to bronze. And I'm just literally dusting away that product. You want to do this nice and lightly so that you're not wiping away any product underneath and tugging on things. Okay, now I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer and just contour my nose a little bit. Nothing too crazy here, just like a little bit of contour just to make it a little bit slimmer. Oh my gosh, what do I have on there? So I love these Wet n Wild blushes. These stay put like nobody's business. So kind of a blush that just is long lasting. I would use that so that your makeup lasts all day. So I'm going to use the Pearlescent Pink Wet n Wild blush. I know it's super pink, but we're not going to like dip or brush in it that much, just like a little bit. Also, the Morphe blushes that I use all the time, those last a long time. Just kind of any blush formula that you really like, use that. And we're just going to apply it to the cheeks. I like a stronger blush when it's springtime. I just think it looks gorgeous. Obviously, don't go overboard because your face might get red from the heat, but I don't know if it will because we put on a lot of makeup. So for highlight, to make sure it lasts all day, I'm going to use the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Lunch Money. I love this trick for highlighters because it really does make them last a long time. Use a cream product underneath. Like I said, for the bronzer and stuff, you could do that for blush too, but I'm going to really do it for highlight because I want my highlight to be all day. So I'm going to just take it on my sponge and go like this. I also love the Wet n Wild highlighter, cushion highlighter. That one's great, but it's better for when I'm really fair. Then I'm going to go in with Laura Geller Gilded Honey because I want like a really nice bronzy look, especially for summertime and things like that. If I'm at a wedding or whatever, I just want to be nice and bronzed and glowy. So, and I'm using the Morphe M501 to apply it. Oh girl. Such a gorgeous highlight. I love it. Okay, and then I always go over my highlights with my sponge to make sure that they meld with my face. So that is the face portion. I know it's really, really, really glowy. I kind of went a little overboard on the highlight, but that's okay. It's no big deal. You don't have to be this glowy, but I like it. Now for some simple eyeshadow, I'm not going to do anything too crazy because like I said, I think you should really focus on your skin if you want like a sweat-proof look. But I am going to do a little bit of something. To stick with the bronzy theme, I'm going to take the Morphe 350 palette, one of the best if you want a warm bronzy look, like gorgeous. First, I'm going to take the M330 brush. I'm going to take this shade right here, and then probably a little bit of this one that I hit pan on. And I'm just going to go into the crease with this brush. Next, I'm going in with this darker brown shade. It's kind of like a medium brown. I'm going to concentrate this a little bit more into the crease. I'm going to use a little bit of this orangey color just at like the top area. Maybe in some of that light orange too. The one right, this one right here, that light orange. Just to kind of put it at the top here, just to get some warmth. And then I'm going to go in with this super bronzy shade right here. This one is so buttery smooth. I love it. We're just going to place this on the eyelid Don't worry if there's fallout. You can always dust that away very, very, very lightly. Okay, I'm going to go in with that original blending brush and just blend a little bit more. Go in with a little bit of that darker brown, not much, just a little. I'm going to put that in the outer part of the eye. Okay, like I said, we can dust that fallout away, no big deal. Take your, this one that we use to dust away the bake. Just take a teeny bit of translucent powder, not a lot, and sweep it away. Very lightly. Do not press into the skin at all. Basically, just flick it away. Okay, I'm basically going to use the same browns that I use. So like this one, and the darker one after for the lower lash line. I'm just lightly going around the bottom of the eye. I'm going to use this, what's it called? Wet n Wild H2O Proof liner. This is in dark brown, so this is again going to stay on our lids. I'm just going to do a super thin line with this, nothing too much, just like really close to the lash line just to define the lashes a little bit more. Okay, I like really can't stand not having brows on right now, so I'm going to actually do that first before I do my lashes. Okay, now that we have our feathery brows, it stopped recording, but I just put some L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper into my brows as well when I was done. I'm going to take the E36 from Morphe and some Laura Geller Gilded Honey and put that underneath my brow to highlight. I'm also going to put it in the inner corner of the eye, of course. Now I'm going to curl my lashes before we put on mascara. First, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Lash Primer. And then, since it is hot outside or whatever, then you probably want to go for a waterproof mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Just use a waterproof mascara. That'll help with smudging down by your lash line or anything if you start sweating, or even if you're like crying because it's a wedding or whatever, something like that. After your lashes are done and before we set everything in place, we would just need to put on a lipstick. A long-wearing lipstick would be a liquid lipstick, which is probably what I would go for, especially if I'm going to a wedding because it's going to stay on through eating and drinking and all that stuff. So I would probably pick the Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid lipsticks. Those are my favorite. They're super comfortable and I love the nude shade that they have. I'm going to put that on. This is in Nudist Peach. Okay, so there's that. If you like liquid lipsticks or you don't like liquid lipsticks, but you still want a gloss, a way to make a super long wearing lip color is to put on a liquid lipstick, wait for it to dry, and then put on a gloss. So I have absolutely been loving this new Wet n Wild gloss. It has a nice sheen to it, so it's gonna really make your lips look full if you put it in the center of them. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss, and it is in Sun Glaze. What I'm going to do is take the applicator and dab it on the center. As you can see, it's very reflective. And then I dab. So that really adds some nice sheen. It looks super reflective, which I love, and it doesn't have like glitter chunks or anything in it. It's just like kind of metallic, and it really makes your lips look full and juicy, and I love that so much, especially for a summer look. So it's going to be really long wearing. It doesn't feel goopy or anything like that. On top of the liquid lipstick, it really feels very comfortable and just almost like hydrating, I guess. To finish this look off, we are going to be using a setting spray. This is the Wet n Wild one we used at the beginning to lock in everything. Okay, I make sure not to look down or anything to get transfer on my like lower lashes and stuff like that. And don't look up super high either until everything's dry, because you don't want transfer on to your lower area. Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye!